So excited to speak with you. The fashion was huge in the cult classic, and I would love to know from this film, what do you think is going to be the standout statement style or beauty trend?
That's a good. I would say brown hair. There's so many. Like three of us have brown hair, and then Levy has like the 1B black hair.
1B.
Yes, I love hair. I would say definitely the brown hair. The coats for sure. There's so many funky cool coats, and I'm really hoping the safety pin dress really becomes something in pop culture that's like worshipped. That was hard to act in.
Yeah, that was a piece. I was loving that. And I also
you.
noticed, in this film, it's a little, I would say, brighter, maybe bolder, warmer. The aesthetic is kind of soft in comparison to the original The Craft, which is like super dark. How do you think this actually plays into the message behind the Craft legacy?
I think it plays into the message because it's like, times have changed, and I think that, a lot of the times, well, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so like I kind of believe in predictive programming and all that type of stuff. So I feel like maybe we're predicting or programming, the young girls and the young audiences or the audiences in general to, embrace love first, and instead of necessarily bashing on each other. And I feel like the old one ties into the new in a sense where it's like we are creating the new. We are the new coven. We are different, and we're not rewriting history in any way or attempting to. We're just continuing it in a beautiful, accepting way.
Yeah, definitely. And you kind of like led into my next question where, you play a trans character, you are trans, and that wasn't, the main storyline for your character Lourdes. And I want to know why you think that, she was presented that way, and what message you think that has for trans, different trans people, young trans people.
I think it has a message. I think it's important that she was portrayed in that light where it wasn't a whole serious discussion of I'm transgender. Like, it was more so like I'm trans. I can relate to some things I can't to others. It's just I loved how they incorporated my identity in funny and positive ways instead of going too deep into like the sadistic parts of being a trans person. And I think it's important for not only other trans kids to see that, their whole life isn't wrapped up in being a transgender person, but it's also important to cisgender people who just constantly see us as they, and not like in a gender pronoun, but just in a sort of like bubble. They are this and they are that. And, I feel like it's going to help some of the projections that cis people have on us and realize, like, it's no big deal. Like, we can pop a couple jokes about our experience and how it's different from yours, but it's not completely freaking different. It's just in the same ballpark, just a little different.
Yeah, definitely. And your difference is your power is one of the sayings like throughout the film. And I would love to know, what does that phrase mean to you, and how do you apply it to yourself?
Well, my difference is my power in the sense of like, of course I'm a Latina white passing trans woman, and I have privilege, but I also have a lot of discrimination that can go towards me. I can be profiled because I'm a trans woman who's openly out and is an actress. And I can also, I mean, sometimes I might not know what it's like to be racially profiled, but I know what it's like to be profiled from my trans identity. And I feel like it's my power in a sense because I am a different side of the story. I'm a different side of the coin, and I have different experiences that make me so qualified for the work I do, which is acting. And I have so many, it is my power because I am unique and because I don't let it destroy my life. And I have a lot of power in being a trans intersectional identity person because I am just aware of who I am as an individual, and a lot of people can't say the same for themselves. And regardless of my intersectional identities, my difference is that I'm just a messy human, and I accept that I'm never going to be perfect. But I'm just a big, loving heart dork, and I think that's very powerful to admit.
Yeah, to know who you are inside now, and to be able to acknowledge that as you grow and as you mature. And I would love to know, what do you want, younger audiences in this film?
I would want younger audience to take away from the film I want them to really know that they can stand up for themselves and they can bet on themselves to continue going, you know, even when you have no one, even if there isn't, you know, a Lourdes, Frankie, and Tabby to come save your ass, I definitely think that you always have to be there for yourself first and always put yourself as a main priority. And when you do that, you will in turn meet people that also know how to prioritize you without completely disregarding themselves. And I think that balance is key. And I just want them to take away the fact that women are badass and women come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. So yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much for your time today, Zoey. I can't wait for everyone to see the craft legacy.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.